What's the dude name? We're not talking about Shine. Oh, no, not Shine. No, not Shine. What's the guy name again? Was he deported? What's his name? What's the guy for 50? He used to be like the street dude. What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? What's the guy's name? Oh my God! Please, tell me. What's the guy's name from? It's from 50. Bang him Smurf. Thank you. Bang him Smurf. Bang him Smurf in all the early videos. 50 himself used to say, I used to bring 50 niggas on tour with me. But you got to realize money is finite. Resources finite. Attention is finite. And what ended up happening is that 50 realized he was not making no money. He had to pay for 50 hotel rooms. He said he had to start sleeping on the floor of the tour bus to show people it was cool to sleep there. Because everybody wanted hotel rooms. You know what a hotel room going? Y'all staying at decent hotels, $150 a piece for a room. Think about that for 25 rooms. Every place, food for everybody, multiple buses. It's going to cost. So I'm telling you the gangster rapper fallacy is that you name a gangster rapper that makes it to the top and is still rich, still doing everything. You never see all their niggas at the bottom saying, oh, nah, that's the real nigga. It always is fake. So let's now compare. And by the way, Durk has learned this a hard way. And I think for a long time, especially going up until like 2019 or so, 2020, let's say 2021. And by the way, I'm not here to blame anything on Von, but I do think Von gave Durk a different perspective of how to be super successful again. Now, Durk was already gaining a lot of momentum. But when Von came around, he showed Durk that people were still interested in someone who had a footprint in the streets, but who were still mainstream. This is why, like, you know, with all due respect to some of these rappers, I won't even call their names, even though some of them I don't care about. Their wave as a gangster rapper died. The music don't seem as meaningful. And that's what I'm saying, the gangster rapper fallacy. The music don't seem as meaningful anymore or as real unless you're somebody who has like, you beat a body or something like that because they think you're like that. But if you're a type of nigga who been claiming your niggas and, yo, we this gang, you got to always be associated with them and you can't bring enough of them to the place where y'all are all good to ever leave it. So at some point, they will turn against you or you have to separate unless you have the same fate. So let me paint this out for you. So Durk, who supposedly was, initially he's OTF / Dog Pound. Dog Pound is, his brother D thing had the connection there. But then they get into it or not get into it. He becomes affiliated and he's hanging with these guys from Lamron. That's where Reason is from. And what's very interesting, and I'm going to give you some timeline you might not know. I feel like I'm back in like War in Chirac. I ain't going to lie, because this is only some shit I would know back in War in Chirac. What ends up happening is that when Keef leaves Chicago, here's the story on Keef leaving Chicago. The story is that supposedly Keef, as he's elevating, isn't paying his bidding to the gang niggas. Okay? All of the BDs, they're hitting him like, yo, we got locked up. And this comes with being a gangster rapper. Oh, you got somebody who slaps people for you? You got somebody who gonna slide for niggas for you? Well, they get locked up. All right, yo, we need $40,000 for bond. We need $50,000 for this lawyer. Yo, my mama don't got nothing. Yo, she just got fired. Yo, could you give her like 10 bands? It's a lot of money. You got to keep money. But it's all good when you're thriving. It's all good when you're thriving. Here's the thing. The more time goes on, the more niggas become locked up. This is the fallacy. More niggas become locked up. As a rapper, you have no use for a nigga that's locked up. Yet, you still owe them. You still got to pay for their bond, get their mama something, pay for their brothers and sisters to go to school, new fits, this, that, and third. You got to pay a bond if there is, or you got to pay for a lawyer. But you need new niggas. So there's new niggas that's now on the team. So you get some new niggas. Maybe from the same hood, the same block, whatever. Now, they eventually go to jail. Your bill just starts to become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, here's the fallacy. So here's the thing with Keef, allegedly. They said that Keef ultimately started slacking a bit. Yo, Keef, we need this bond. Yo, Keef, we need this. Keef was just like, not saying he wouldn't do it, but he was just kind of lackadaisical with it. It becomes a story that at one point, the homies, the big homies for like the BDs, they call from jail and say, yo, we need this paid. Okay? And apparently, Keef told him he ain't got it. Maybe Keef was feeling himself with his newfound power, fame, and the money he has. But apparently Keef started trolling a little bit. Go online and allegedly was there's an infamous live where he's like, yo, yeah, I ain't got it, but he had the money in his hand. He was like throwing around money in his hand. I probably can't find it. But he was basically saying, I ain't got it, right? People in Chicago, or those guys, again, these are the guys who put in work for you. The majority of rappers that we see, not King Von, ain't killers like that. Not say they ain't bust their gun, not say they're not gangsters too. But even if you bust your guns, you need other niggas who bust their guns. You can't kill everybody, right? Or you're not just going to be seen as some menace if you're a one-man army, right? So apparently after Keef does that, them niggas said, oh, do you think he feeling himself? Now, remember the whole thing where they said Chief Keef home was robbed? Okay? No, not here. It's way back. It's before he left. Anyway, Chief Keef moves to the suburbs. It's the one with Boss Top, okay? It's the one with Boss Top, right? Allegedly, they realized Chief Keef think he bigger than the program. Since Chief Keef was not going to pay up voluntarily, and this is alleged, I could be wrong. I'm going to say what was said. They say a bunch of BDs. It was never the ops. It was never nobody. A bunch of BDs ran down in Chief Keef's crib with guns, and they took everything. They took every jewelry. They said, nigga, since you're not paying up for the guys who locked up, taking everything. Okay? Now, I don't know how that was fully, solved or, if he, whatever. But that was the moment, significantly, that everybody from Chicago tells me Chief Keef was out of Chicago. He's done. When your own gang is robbing you, basically, again, the gangster rapper fallacy. Now, a part of that is Durk. Or not part of that is Durk, but Durk seen that. And by the way, there's some little tension with Durk and Keef. But Durk would kind of almost drop little hints there to say, yo, you said niggas' names in your song and got them hot. Now you won't pay the bond. Durk was taking the other route. Durk notoriously was spending a shit ton on everybody around him paying for their shit. Who need a lawyer? Take this. Who need this? Take this. Keef got out of Dodge and said, you know what? I'm good. I'm LA now. Y'all got it over there. Durk is moving around and he's like, yo, now I'm going to do this the right way. I'm going to take care of the guys. Got to take care of the guys. He's taking care of Ronald number 9. Making sure anybody else, D-Rose, whoever else, I bet we got y'all, whatever. We got y'all for whatever. Remember, Ronald number 9 coming home Christmas. It's good for a while. Especially when Durk started getting back. There's a time that he wasn't in the best position, but he started getting back. Cool. And by the way, I think he probably looked at it like, damn, this is making sense because the strength that he had in Chicago was helping him in how he was viewed optically because he's seen as a super street nigga. Bet. She's moving around. A lot of the old block stuff is kind of like separated. But Vaughn comes in. Vaughn represents old block kind of coming in. This is why you see even Boss Top come back around. Because when I interviewed King Von, Boss Top is in the back. Boss Top, Vaughn, O Block. So now, Keef got Chicago, at least some of the main places. He's already fucking with the Lamron niggas already. And then he gets O Block through Vaughn. It's Cool, right? Then we start to see some of the things start happening, which include, obviously, we know Von dies. So now a lot of that support goes away. But then as well, a lot of things start happening where, and you'll notice about a year or two ago, there were videos that came out, or actually, no, it was about 2 years ago, right? This is right after Von died. You start seeing Durk start moving away from some of the Lamron niggas, or not, or at least Lamron, self, and he start rocking with some other dudes, and they come into the picture called Tay-Town. To put it in perspective, you're going to see it in some of these videos very clearly. If you look at, let me name some videos. Aha.
Cherry production.
Aha. Remember, this is after the death of D-Thing. Remember, allegedly somebody slid. But this is shot in Tay-Town territory. Okay? Back in Blood, I believe, was in O-Block. But you start seeing him kind of move away from Lamron and go to Tay-Town. And this is what some people believe that's Durk knowing, some people are starting to become disgruntled with him from that area. Remember, Durk been handling, at first he was taking a stand saying, yo, you can't leave your niggas out there to die. You got to take care of this, take care of that. Some people start feeling ignored. There was a time, and this is 2 years ago, that they said Durk was banned from Lamron. Remember, the Lamron dudes used to be his guys. Here this go.
Yo, y'all know.
Okay, I'm gonna play it. Said Durk can't, this is what one of the Lamron dudes said. Durk can't come on his block until he apologized for being a bitch. Okay? Then, here we go.
When you spoon feed too many, he's mad. He not get go something they on the floor.
Okay, I don't want to play this guy's voice as well. Here's the point. Durk essentially starts throwing subliminals at a lot of dudes on Lamron. So we see that rift. That's around the time he starts going and rocking with Tay-Town dudes. You get what I'm saying? So they were acting like he's banned from Lamron. Now, what happened there? And this is where, actually, let me play. I didn't even see this.
That's one of my little shorties. He from the.
So it said Lil Reese reacts to remember Lil Reese is from Lamron. Lil Reese reacts to leaked Lil Durk Lamron member accused of telling.
Hood.
Now, the reason why some people feel like you haven't seen Reese and Durk around each other as much is that Reese has been put in like this really interesting position where some of the people from where he's from ain't fucking with Durk no more. But him and Durk probably don't have no bad blood towards each other. So even this interview you're going to watch.
When, he had some complaints about Durk and their relationship and the fact that he kind of stopped them at a certain point. Like, what's your perspective on that?
I don't got no perspective on that though. Like,
Playing it neutral.
I mean, that's how you feel. So shit, that's just how you feel.
How often was he with Durk back in the day? Like, was y'all?
He was around. He was around,
'Cause I seen pictures of him and Lil Durk in the car. Like
Yeah,
he
he
used to be
was
riding around with him a lot.
Yeah, he was around. He was around. For sure, he was around.
So Poodlemore Lamron.
Yeah, Poodle Lamron, yeah. For sure, he Lamron.
It's like all right, let's talk about it. There's like a snippet that's going around. Like Durk got a song called Survivor, but it's kind of like a Lamron diss song. Like he on there saying,
Okay, so Durk drops a song, and as much as the thing why Durk music is always hit with everybody who loves the Chicago shit, Warren Chiracology stuff, Durk don't be just rapping to rap. Like, bro, Meek Mill be rapping to rap. Durk is rapping about real shit. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people that's really just tapped in, they're like, oh shit, like this is some real stuff that this nigga's rapping about. For example, this. So while he's going through these issues with the block he was rocking with for a while, he starts distancing himself and then he previews a song. And here we go. Check this out, chat. He's dissing those guys. And you know what people don't realize is that when Durk is dissing, Durk be saying, not like, listen.
I gave you 100, they ain't give a sleeve. Jesse, please, act like you so solid, but you bit the cheese. Richo, please, I'm
So he's saying somebody's acting like they so solid they bit the cheese.
the one who shit money, nigga, go check receipts. Me and Boone, so chill, please. I'm the one who shit money, nigga, go check receipts.
I'm the nigga who sent money. Remember, I keep telling you this, the gangster fallacy. Durk is on the song validating himself, saying, yo, nigga, I'm the one who been sending bread. Bro, what's up? They're feeling the way. They feel ignored. Some guys who got locked up, some guys who got shot, they feel ignored. Durk is reminding them, yo, I've been sending y'all bread. I've been holding y'all down. Remember, this is ironic because he kind of called out Chief Keef for kind of leaving some of his homies to die. So now it's came back around against, he's dropping people's name. Murder, man, he's dropping people's name. Huh?
Could've been shot in my back, but they was so scared because Lil Rob shot for me.
Say, could have got shot in my back, but they was too scared because Lil Rob shot for me. So he's talking about people he used to be with.
Hang with wolves, I just don't speak on y'all. You niggas lay my sheeps. Nigga, I'm a provider. You did the interview, just show receipts.
He says, nigga, I'm a provider. You did the interview, just show receipts.
You did the interview, just show receipts. Yeah, I'm a rapper, I gotta forget who I was when Lil V lost his knee.
So he's talking about, now there's a cleaner version of this here. And essentially he's almost saying, he says, yo, you could have shot me in my back. Basically saying, y'all niggas was going to backdoor me, or he said, could have backdoor me. You get what I'm saying? So he's talking about guys he used to hang out with. Here we go.
100, they ain't give a sleeve. Jesse, please, act like you so solid, but you bit the cheese. You bit the cheese. Richo, please, I'm the one who sent
The thing with Durk, he be really mentioning people.
money.
I think he got this from Vaughn, because Vaughn's going to name. Is that Lil Rob? I don't know who these niggas are. Blood on the same block they said he couldn't come on. Wait, where did he shoot Back in Blood from? Hold on. Back in Blood. I thought that was... I think he shows a street at the beginning, don't it? That's just an old block, ain't it? Interesting. Okay. Now, let me give y'all some more. So then you got your old niggas, your old goons feeling away. They felt you left them. Now you gotta remember the YSL Woody. There's a YSL Woody matrix that's happening. Street niggas don't like to feel used. Just like a girl that you fuck for one night and never hit her back up, she don't want to feel used. Right? Especially when they think they're that close to like being there with you. They're on a jet with you. They're backstage with you. Now they're back in the hood. Some people felt Durk was taunting them. So Durk started fucking with the Tay-Town dudes. And some of the dudes from Lamron feel away. Here we go. So Durk said he gave $500,000 to Tay-Town and them. He went up in a comment section of somebody's live. He's not even on live. It says $500K to Ken them high-speed wheelchair music. Okay? So this is making the last niggas you was feeling with feel crazy. What? Yo, Durk giving these niggas a bag. Yo, what about us? Gotcha. So then there's some type of, response. Got this guy who's from Lamron his name is Puda. He put this up on his Instagram. This is Durk who took a picture. I think it's on Lamron. And he puts a clown picture over Durk face and the rest of the faces. This is when you start seeing all the hood niggas start saying, fuck Durk, you can't come over here, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I dare you to pop, like all type of shit. That start happening. Okay? Then, hold on. Then, this guy, Puda, does an interview, and he kind of breaks it down a little bit more. And this is where, like, Adam 22, I really got to say, I think it's more Remo. Remo gave these niggas the biggest platform. Here we go. So this guy, Puda, and that's why, that's why people thought Durk was messing with him. Because when he said gave $500K to Ken and them, real high-speed wheelchair music, this guy's in a wheelchair, okay? So the guy goes on No Jumper and listen to this conversation, chat. This is one of those. I'm going to take a piss real quick.
So that's how Durk was like affiliated with Dog Pound or whatever.
He was Dog Pound. He was Dog Pound before he was
living there, or
No, he stayed there.
Yeah, living there.
Stayed right there on 72nd.
so he. Oh, word. So he lived in Dog Pound, Tay-Town, and Lamron.
I don't think Durk had no crib on the block, but
Right, probably ain't
He was through
lived.
there.
Like, he was, you feel me?
he grew. He
was
had a
definitely
relationship
Dog
with Tay-Town first, and that's how he migrated to our hood type shit. He was
For sure.
best friends with Tasky and Didi. So the reason they say Tay-Town, that was it. That was one Durk Rappy type shit.
Yeah.
That's how he ended up down there. Us and D-Town been clicked with each other, and that's how everything came about.
So then where did it go bad where you and Durk kind of not like seeing eye to eye? Because the first thing I seen, I think y'all was going back and forth on Instagram Live or some shit. I think
Yes, goofy ass get on my live. Piss me off.
and this was before you dropped the diss song?
Way before.
All right, so yeah, because you was on live and shit, and I guess it said they had gave y'all like 500,000 or some shit.
Nah, he said he gave that to fool them, shorty them.
They was just saying some troll and shit saying that.
Yeah, so he ain't give out 500,000. He just talking.
I don't know, we ain't down there. I don't see nobody with it.
It was like
It don't
some
look
joking
like it.
shit.
Yeah.
There was some troll and shit, like,
Who he said he gave it.
Now, some of y'all might be saying, all right, this is good info, but we don't know what this means. This is the point I'm trying to say. The gangster fallacy requires you to keep elevating, as the gangster rapper fallacy is you think you're going to keep elevating, but you're going to recycle dudes. And when I mean recycle dudes is that dudes are going to naturally go to jail. Some are going to die. The families of them are going to be whatever. They're going to get incarcerated. They're going to rely on you. And if you think you could ever leave these guys in terms of not take care of them, and then the thing about taking care of them is how well do you take care of them? Because you might be like, damn, nigga, I just gave y'all like 50,000 or 20,000. They might want a little bit more. Because to them, I did a lot for you. I punched a nigga in his jaw for you. I slid for you. What ends up happening is that when you see a situation like this and y'all say, damn, a nigga told on Durk, you see why that shit happens? And I'm not saying that that's exactly why it happened. But it's impossible to have this be too successful for too long because everybody at some point gonna feel left out, feel disregarded, feel away. Same thing with YSL Woody. Woody felt that from Thug. Why did Woody tell? The gangster rapper fallacy. Okay, when you close to him, you get locked up or you get jammed up or he finds somebody else he fuck with or a bigger killer or a bigger shooter. He start rocking with him more. Now you back in the hood. You don't get taken on that tour. You don't get that like 1,500 every week. Now like, yo, your baby mama saying, damn, what happened? I thought Thug fuck with you. Yeah, nah. I'm going to text him. Yo, we need this for this. Now I'm going to text him. You text him. He don't respond. You get what I'm saying?
It don't look like it.
Like, not no troll and shit.
So they're reacting. This guy's in a wheelchair. This guy don't even have a fucking lineup. This nigga look like he been wearing this white shirt for forever, nigga. Like, look at how this nigga came to the interview. These niggas are now reacting to Adam or Remo asked him a question. So you think Durk gave them other niggas 500,000? Because you know they don't got it. So now you don't think that make them feel away? Because Durk is commenting that shit.
But like,
You hear me?
that,
Said he gave it to them like they need help.
nah, hell no, hell no. You talking about 500,000, and the people he gave it, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm
This
thinking about,
just shows you the streets, man. And it's easy to get drunk, power drunk, when it don't take that much to control people. But here's the thing. You start building up bills you got to pay for life. Otherwise, shit. And here's the thing, too. you don't only have to pay for maybe they did something for you and now you paying for their lawyer and their bond. And I'm not talking about murder. I'm just talking about like they beat somebody up or whatever, right? Now, when they get out and they go rob somebody and they get caught, they gonna hit you like, yo, we need bond money. When they go get shot because they got beef in the hood with some other niggas, they gonna hit you, yo, we need you to pay the hospital bill. So you can understand as the rapper, you're like, yo, bro, what the fuck this got to even do with me? Like, what the fuck? Yo, we need 30, bro. We need 30, bro. Like, yo, they just locked him. Why he locked up? Man, he went to that party. He was into it with so-and-so. I ain't gonna lie, he shot that nigga at the parking lot, bro. The whole time you think, what the fuck this got to do with me? Well, you better get up off that 30 grand. Because that nigga gonna start feeling resentment for you.
What you talking about? Nah, I ain't. The question was, did he give him 500,000? No.
But so what actually started you guys having issues though? I couldn't really get to the bottom of it when I was going through shit.
I ain't gonna lie, with me and Durk, it been with me and him, it's different. Like
Here we go. This is every street nigga and super successful gangster rapper story. You're gonna hear it right now.
with him, I ain't not with him for the same reasons everybody else not fucking with him type shit. Like, it's more personal with me. Like,
sure.
I was, I was with him, dealt with him. And it's like he was coming for me, calling for me every day when I'm on my feet. Like, he looking at me as an asset type shit. He making sure I'm around. He making sure I'm with him. I get shot, get paralyzed.
He's saying, Durk hit me up every day till I got paralyzed. And when I get paralyzed, he ain't got no more use for me. Well, now is the time I need help the most. I'm in a wheelchair. I need this, I need that. My mama need this, my mama need that. I can't provide it no more. I'm in a wheelchair. I need you now, bro.
The most I calls stop coming through, stop, And he hit me on some shit like he apologized, all that other shit, but shit, right after that, ain't shit get better, Shit
like
was what it was.
Like how he just said he was looking at them, I gotta get some of this shit. I wanna be with that shit. Like how he was watching it, he actually got with that shit. You get what I'm saying? He grabbed him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like on the road, like you feel me? We finna do it. Like
me on tour type of shit. Like
he actually got with it. That's why I'm like.
So when was y'all like? Yeah, when was you Durk really rotating heavy? Like what year is this? When
I got older,
he really got you around?
When I got older, like he started coming to get me like 2015 type shit. Yeah, like 2016 is just kidnapped me and shit. We was just gone.
And this is before
he grabbed him and Muda.
Grabbed
him and Muda. You get what I'm saying? And shit, basically.
He took us on tour. We performing. I already song that shit wasn't even out. He just getting the feel of it type shit. Shit, we was finna get the paperwork and shit together, but everything. I came home. I'm still in the streets doing what I do. I get shot. Muda got locked up and shit. Shit just went downhill. And
what year did you get shot?
I got shot end of 2016, December.
Can you break down what happened that day?
Regular ass day. I'm going. My mama tell me go to the store, get her something to eat. Grab a car, go grab her something to eat. Go to the gas station because phone wanted to get some blunts and shit. Random car that was just sending that motherfucker.
I see somebody said Durk probably gave his people a lot. He did. Durk did more for street niggas in Chicago than any rapper I know did for anybody. But the problem is you can't do it for life. And you can't do it for everybody. It's never about the 9 times you said yes. It's the 1 time you said no. Oh, yo, you used to hit me up every day when you wake up at 9 o'clock. Now I text you, take 3-4 days to respond. Maybe you respond in 2 weeks. Bro, I don't even need you no more. I don't even need you for that, whatever I texted you for. Damn. Oh, you treat me like a side bitch. Like, I'm not saying niggas and women, but it's just like that's how people's mentalities are feeling. Damn, you heard what he said? Man, 2016, that nigga like kidnapped me. I'm with him everywhere. I'm on tour. I'm going everywhere. So now he gets shot. Let's see how shit change.
Got the thorn. We did what we did. I got hit. That shit was just like that. I was finna come home, though. I was finna bring my mama her food.
Yeah.
Down the street from our crib. Though. I'm right by the crib, 3 blocks away.
So what happened? The ambulance came?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I faded. I'm right there. I ain't know my lungs collapsed. I'm just sitting. My brother who got shot with me, he just right there telling me breathe type shit. The ambulance finally come. I feel it's like I knew my mama. It's like I heard my mama. Seeing he can't breathe, I raised my hand to try to, let her know I'm still there. But when I got on the ambulance, that shit, they say I just went out type shit. They know they had to bring me back, type all that goof ass shit. I was in ICU for like 2 weeks. Then they sent me to inpatient therapy.
Was that the first shootout you ever got in?
Nah, I've been shot before that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I got shot in my foot twice, like 4 months before that, like in August in the summertime.
And the last time you got shot, how many times did you get shot in? And where at?
My back, I got hit once. I got hit once in my back. Shot in my spine, and it just stuck down here, my lower back on the left side. I still got a bullet in my foot from when I got shot in my foot.
Bro, you're saying you got shot another time again after?
Yeah,
this?
nah. But then, after I came home, I had to go right back to the hospital. Kid had a baby on the way when I got shot. My baby mom was 2 months pregnant.
See, when you got street niggas, you inherit their issues with them. He got a baby moms. You know his baby moms, anytime he get in an argument with his baby moms, you know what baby mom's gonna say? Nigga, why don't you hit up Durk for that shit? Knowing that Durk probably ain't respond to him in like a month. So you're not gonna start feeling crazy.
Shit, like everybody. The ones that you see with me, them the ones that was there. And my mama. I found out I had a baby on the way when I got shot. My baby mom was 2 months pregnant. I'm dealing with this and finna be a father. So that shit was crazy.
Did you know the whole time you were in the hospital that you weren't gonna be able to walk again, or were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I seen, all right, you had dropped What's the Bat? That's the name of the song, right?
Yeah, what's about
Here we go.
Damn.
Max?
Cause the nigga OTL Twin, I think he was the first person to respond. He had said some shit.
That's I ain't even know that was gonna speak
Oh,
up.
bro, he wild as
He
hell.
surprised me.
He said,
I'm damn.
Juice.
That's that know me, you know.
Where you from? You from Lamron?
He from 64 Flags and he from the block. Born and raised.
So it's kind of like y'all block kind of like split up a little bit. It seemed like some niggas with dirt and then some.
that gravitate to the money.
Yeah.
Everybody else, we still together. We a family. Everybody else.
So essentially, he said like maybe a couple people like picked the money, which is Durk, and they started telling me, "Shut the fuck up, nigga." You know what I mean?
Still up. It's just, got them certain before probably went to jail, Durk and us, they come home. They just want to go with the money and shit.
So you're saying that Durk tore the block apart?
No, we still together. He can't do that. He ain't got enough power to do that. We still together.
How come Reese and Durk, we don't see them together anymore?
That's his brother. You gotta ask Reese. I don't know.
We did. He's not very forthcoming.
Reese always do his own thing. So whatever he doing, shit, that's just however he feel. Gotta ask him.
For sure.
I ain't get Reese back on this bitch. He got all type of shit. Oh man, he ain't gonna fuck with nobody behind closed door. If he fuck with Durk, you'll see it. Whatever they got going on, that's them. That's his,
Because the thing is, like, Durk is probably the hottest he's ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of got like a new life with the music shit ever since like him and Durk did the song. It kind of like turned his career back up.
Drake, you mean?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, him and Drake did the song.
Ain't
So
gonna
it's
lie,
like
fool going crazy. I love to see it though.
Yeah, so it's like that's why people confused because they would think like since he just reached like a new level of fame that he would be fucking with niggas like y'all and
That's so
Reese and
crazy
shit.
though,
And now
bro.
he ain't.
After Von died type shit, after he deactivated his page, he ended up texting my phone out the blue, random as hell, like, yo, little bro, only reason I had his number saved, I had that same iCloud type shit.
You talking about Durk?
Hey man, he hit me like I'm sorry. He I ain't been myself like I'm finna get my shit. Gotta make sure all my little brothers getting some money. I tell him like I ain't mad at you. Shit, come on, motherfucker waiting on you. He alright, but I'm sorry, little bro, love you. I love you too. We chopping up after that. Pooch Ice came out. He tell me pop out to the video shoot. But shit, right after that, his shit went back to how it was.
Which video shoot? The Back in Blood video?
That back in blood.
You're in that video?
I was down. They ain't even put me in that bitch like that.
You was in there.
I am.
Yeah.
I ain't seen.
You ain't see Buddha?
Oh, he said.
Yeah. So what I seen.
So this guy is saying that was he in the Back in Blood? So basically, he said that he's still waiting on Durk. He says Durk kind of like almost makes him feel like he about to get back in, locked in with him. But he said pretty much Durk would text him a couple times and just stop mentioning, stop responding afterwards type shit. I don't know. Is he in there? Do we see? He's in a wheelchair. I don't know if we've seen somebody in a wheelchair in there. Do we? I don't know if we see. That's not him, is it? Is it? Nah, I don't know. Anyway.
In there.
I didn't see me in
The
that.
Black and
bitch.
Blood video.
What they shot that one in Memphis, right?
No, we shot that in
It was in
Oh, that was in Oklahoma. Yeah.
No, they shot
Then
that
went to the
in
other one.
Tay-Town. They shot that
Oh,
in Tay-Town.
okay.
Shot that on 59th.
Where do you shoot the AHA
Watch
video?
that bitch, watch
On
him.
59th.
And where is that? Is that
That's
Lamron,
That's
Tay-Town?
Tay-Town.
But you're saying that after you went to that video shoot that you guys just stopped communicating?
Ain't no shit just went back how it was, you know. It just went how it was, shit. You tap in every couple months type shit. But you know, it ain't shit though.
But why are you on the like the whole fuck them niggas type of?
That's the trolling. You saying fuck everybody that's with me. You steady saying my name. You know we don't fuck with each other. Why is you steady bringing me up? Then you get on my Instagram trolling, talking all type of crazy shit. I know how to play this. You want to keep seeing me? I'm finna use that. Turn up off your dumb ass.
What do you say on Instagram?
Bunch of nothing. Sending fake threats and all that other shit. Somebody the reason motherfuckers safe and all that other shit. Shit ain't about nothing though.
Yeah.
So it's not just over no money though. It's deeper than that.
Ain't nothing
'Cause a lot of
about
niggas
no
be thinking that y'all niggas.
That's
just
what be blowing me.
They
But
think,
I can't even respond to that type of shit because they'll never understand. They gotta be, gotta be a part of this shit to know.
I seen two different things that they say on the internet. They're saying that y'all niggas is jealous that he ain't signed y'all niggas and get y'all some money. And there's another situation where niggas is saying that y'all was mad because he signed Lil Zay Osama and them.
Hey,
All right. Anyway, so you get to realize basically what's it seem like in Chicago? They're looking at Durk jumping from hanging with Lamron niggas who probably was doing shit because again Durk's a millionaire, very visible. Durk can't slide for himself, and Durk can't be like the muscle or whatever. They're saying how he went from Lamron to like these other guys. There's Tay-Town and even Tay Savage, who's not Tay-Town, but he spoke on because he's cool with the Lamron dudes. He basically said,
but he didn't really even know who Melly was at the time. Know who, you know what I'm saying? Who with that shit.
That like basically like he see what's going on type shit, like watching motherfuckers. And I remember when you first came home, you was like shouting out Durk and OTF.
Okay.
Yeah.
So around that time, you get Tay Savage basically almost confirming the rift.
So yeah, it's on shit. It's on. We studying that shit, gang. Like we studying them pictures and all that. Just like they is. We know they is.
That's what I was gonna ask, like, cause I just, this is crazy you just said that. I just seen like Durk mention some shit like that, like basically like he see what's going on type shit, like watching motherfuckers. And I remember when you first came home, you was like shouting out Durk and OTF and shit like that. Like that relationship, you don't really have it no more or something?
That relationship, really. Durk a Muslim though, so I really.
That's also the key. So you get to realize there's a time that Durk, he starts getting into religion, but that's when a lot of people start feeling Durk is not only distancing himself from, he's distancing himself from kind of everybody, but most notably the people on Lamron are feeling it,
Want nothing but the best for him, you feel me? But
Yeah.
like I said, I fuck with the Lamb, you feel me? I'm on whatever they on type shit, you feel me?
So when situations like that happen, like, are there ever people like in between that be trying to like prevent certain things or
Yeah, it'd be a lot of that.
So
when situations like that happen?
You heard what he said? He said fuck with Lamron.
Durk a Muslim though, so I really want nothing but the best for him, you feel me? But like I said, I fuck with the Lamb, you feel me? I'm on whatever they on type shit.
Okay.
So when situations.
Okay, so you pretty much you get to realize there's some type of rift that's kind of happening there. Now, just to kind of put everything together when it comes to that is that the reality is this, man. As much as some of y'all are very shocked that maybe somebody's cooperating or whatever, it's impossible to keep these street dudes happy. Even if you're the guy who pays and doing whatever and you're trying to, look out for everybody, because at the end of the day, just like how this Puda guy said, is like, he said it directly. And this is why there's a constant, regurgitation or like recycling of street dudes is that, when you get paralyzed, respectfully, you're of no use. If they're seeing you as muscle, you're kind of no use, right? Now, maybe they got a personal relationship with you. And by the way, shout out to like Varney, like, Varney fucks with Durk, but like some of these guys is like, no, right? So anyway, here's the point. Unfortunately, I do believe Durk kind of moving around, fucking with these guys here, fucking with these guys here. These guys get mad at him, whatever, whatever. Also, then him distance himself a little bit from backing up from everything because in the last year, and this is why I said maybe Durk knew about this completely because even with the Tay-Town dudes, right? Like, you started seeing normally how you see Durk move around and with dudes, you saw Durk a little bit less in the last year. And what that kind of told you is that, you know, he was doing a lot of stuff with them. You know, like, yo, I'm a Muslim now. His dad is around more than you see him with the guys. Maybe it wasn't just him finding faith. Maybe it was him realizing, like, yo, and you hear from some of these snippets where he's saying, yo, I hear you telling, I hear you telling, I hear you telling. And he's basically saying, I'm the provider, I'm this. He start backing up from people and probably realize, like, yo, this shit gonna come down crashing. Let me get out of Dodge now. But he can't get out of Dodge like AKA run. Let me start changing the narrative. I'm getting closer to God. I'm spiritual now. I'm starting communities, programs for the kids. Doing all type of things. And essentially, these are the things that are going to result in maybe affecting if I get brought down with some of this shit later. I'm donating to the mayor. I'm doing this and third. So if you ask me, I think Durk knew from a year ago that there's some bad seeds and there's some people who he used to fuck with that are getting into trouble. And you got to imagine, if you a shooter and you get into trouble, right? You get into trouble. When you go down, when you get interrogated, the first thing they're going to say to you is that we know what you did. Only way you can save us, you got to give us someone more attractive. Someone who's a sexier catch. And unfortunately, I think that's Durk Banks. And it has been for a while. So for him, he was like, let me try to change that narrative that it wouldn't incentivize, especially Chicago police or law enforcement to go after me. But that's not what ended up happening. The feds came. Okay? Okay. Very interesting day. Y'all are spamming a few things, but I want to be very factually correct anytime I say some stuff. Hold up. Just give me a second, chat. I know. I'm hearing a few things. Kind of don't know. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. I see what y'all spamming. I'm trying to, again, at this point, we don't have a thirst to try to be first. What we do is we have a thirst to be more accurate, right? No matter when we report it at this point, we the biggest, right? Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here.
What's up, Ack?
What's going on, Wack?
No, I never met him. What up, bro? We live. What's the word, brother?
Listen, people are telling me there's a lot going on. Everything's happening all over the place. They say, yo, you gotta call Wack. Wack's the ear to the streets. The exposers know the truth. What's going on?
I mean, we on here 8 deep. Me, Flacco, 600, Loose Cannon, Reggie White, my man, Cash, Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Prince. I mean, we've been live about 2 hours. What's going on? What's up?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm seeing Flacco report some news. I had to come to you to try to clarify.
What did he report?
He's reporting something about Rap-A-Lot and Jay Prince.
Damn, Flacco, you went up already. Flacco might be online. Well, this is what I got from my sources while I was on here. They just sent this to me. It says, breaking news, the feds just raided Rap-A-Lot Records office and residents throughout Houston and islands in Belize tied to hip-hop mogul Jay Prince. I don't know. They just sending it to me. So this dude, he sends me he the one sent me the loaded dice and all that type of stuff. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I hope it didn't happen, but that's what they're saying.
Hold on, but what do you?
What's up, man?
That might be cap though. I mean, I don't know what Jay Prince and them would be into. It seemed like they do pretty legit shit.
Wait. You said you don't know what Jay Prince them be into.
Everything I see with them is legit. They own a bunch of businesses. They you know.
Listen to me. The fans has been on Jay Prince for 30 years. He just been successful at just beating them out their own game. Me personally, I don't think he's doing anything wrong. He's a successful businessman. You know, we got our little issues, but who knows what people are saying and what they know? I don't know. Shit, that's just what they sent me. Like, you know, but he has been, you know, having his run-ins for like 30 years. And you know, when you done beat the feds like that, you know how that go.
That'll be interesting.
Who was this hitting me on?
Okay, I don't know, Chad. I'm gonna go with no. But again, you know, I see a few people has hit me and they say, nah, that's not true. They said no feds have raided Jay Prince. So that might be just a Trojan horse. Who knows? I think people are watching this whole 6ix9ine thing unravel. Well, like 6ix9ine got picked up by the feds. We know Durk got picked up by the feds. And people are trying to, you know, just throw shit in the mix. Hoping or speculating that this is happening for real, right? Nah, I'm not buying that at all. I'm not buying that at all, man. Also, I'm gonna be a little bit like I think, after spending like 2-3 decades avoiding the feds, I don't think the first time they come catch up with you is 2024. Because I would think that, you know, at least at this time, like, even if you were doing any bullshit, like, you'd probably do it the least amount now. So I don't know. Now, granted, we do have to put, you know, just a disclaimer in the air. Wack do not get along with Jay Prince, right? So we don't get along with Jay Prince. However, Wack is not known to lie. That's a fact. He's not known to lie, nor is he known to make up stuff, especially if it could be proven otherwise. And, you know, I guess he's going off on a source. And the reason why I'm going to say we're going to wait is that Wack is not standing on it. He's saying, I heard this. The guy has been accurate before, allegedly, but I'm not stamping it. So it might just be all BS. It might be BS. Somebody says, listen to Back Again and listen to the first line, Back Again lyrics. Blast his ass. I don't even ask when it come to cash. They catch him. Blast his ass. I don't even ask when it come to cash. Jam, get out that jam. I give him 50 and gotta ask again. He was catching murders way back then. That's when the Mac was in. I don't drink that red or the green. Whatever, man. Jeez. Yeah, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I got some people in Houston. I know a few people in Houston. Let me get like a little. I'm gonna just withhold my thoughts on that. Okay. I'm gonna withhold my thoughts on that. Y'all think that the Fed's doing a sweep? It's kind of ironic. Everybody keep getting locked up, right? It's a little bit troubling too. No, if I definitely knew, like I just have somebody said go into investigator journalist mode. Like it's gonna. So here's how it works when there's a raid, right? For the purposes of the raid being done correctly, no one's gonna know. Now here's the thing. Obviously, Jay Prince is just not Diddy level. If it was Diddy level, if there was a raid going on, there's police outside your house while the raid's going on, right? Or not police, the media is outside your house. First of all, from what I've heard, this is what I've heard about Jay Prince. He has an extensive catalog of things that he owns. He owns farms, livestock, products, stores, islands. Like it's actually kind of, it feels like more he's like diversified his portfolio than some guy who just only owns he owns a lot of music, entertainment stuff, and then he doesn't own like regular stuff. And what I mean by regular stuff, like owning apartment buildings or stores locally, or like someone told me that he owns, I can't remember if it's like livestock that produce a certain amount of milk, like cow. I don't know what the hell. I was just like, word? I wouldn't know. I was like, that sounds smart, right? Now we all do know. I always told you that a story. 6ix9ine told me when he was in there, they had him down there for like 12 hours. They said, we need to, for you to get out on this time, you got to snitch on everybody you know. And he did his thing, and it was 9 Trey dudes. And then all of a sudden, he said,
sad to say, Lil Durk has been booked, man. It's gonna be a lot of videos coming out about Lil Durk, man. This is honestly sad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a being. Like, this is actually sad, like genuinely sad. Lil Durk literally had such a, I don't want to say such a promising career because he still has his career right now. He has his album coming out in a month. Like Lil Durk has so much positive going for him. Like, this case for him is how I see if King Von was still alive for the FBG Duck case. Like, he would have got booked the same way. And they're gonna pin everything on Durk. There's already snitches, like what Rex said. There's a murder involved, murder for hire. They're probably gonna come with a RICO case after. This is not state charges. This is federal charges too. So it's very, very, very much different. Man, I can't really say what I want to say because, YouTube is very weird, but seeing Dirk changed his religion recently, they said it's good to be that specific religion while in jail, which I agree. You see a lot of, you feel me, people, that religion, you feel me? It's like they're like a group in jail and they stay together, which is good. But man, going from being a 8, probably 9-figure man, private jets, mansions, to a cell, man, that must do something to you mentally that you can't even fathom, bro. And Lil Durk, honestly, he's like rap wise, he's like up there. Like he's the 21 Savages, whichever tier is the Lil Babies, 21 Savage. You put Lil Durk right in that tier. Like the tier right under the Kendricks, J. Cole's, Drake's, them. He's literally the tier right below them. And you know, it's sad. Lil Durk's been in the game for so long, man. He told him about Slide for Von. He allegedly really did slide for Von. Now he's in this situation. All we could do is pray and hope for the best. You know, I'm consider myself a realist, and I'm looking at the situation. There's snitches, like all the evidence, like OTF cards for everything, and bro, like Lil Durk is ahead of all of this. Like, I really just hope he doesn't. If Lil Durk gets life in prison, I know his heart's gonna drop. And how Lil Durk says that he hates snitches, how much he prides himself on hating snitches. Like, I always wonder to myself, if it's someone in Lil Durk's position, if it's either life in prison or you snitch and you get 5 to 10 years, are you snitching? Would you throw your whole life away? You're not going to get to see any of your kids physically grow up anymore. All your money, you have all this money right now, but that money is not, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like 5 to 10 years, 20 years, who knows? The family's connected to you might be broke. Like, you're the breadwinner, bro. Like, it's a crazy world we live in, bro. I genuinely feel bad for Dirk, but man, it's hard to even feel bad for Dirk because then you'd have to feel bad for Quando, and it's the whole situation is just sad because it's all this literally started from King Von and Jania, bro. King Von, Asian Doll, Jania, like it's just woman, bro. Woman caused this whole thing to happen. It was a chain reaction, and now we're here. But it's your boy Big Egg News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please, 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 please don't, like, woman holds so much power, bro. Like, it's so crazy. And I'm out.